Hi, my name is Adam. Last week, I had a big problem. I lost my ID. I looked everywhere in my house. I looked in my bag. I looked in my car. But I could not find it. My ID was lost. I felt very worried. I needed my ID to go to the bank. I needed it for my job. It was very important. So, I decided to go to the Civil Affairs Office to get a new one. The next morning, I woke up early. I took a shower, got dressed, and left the house. The office opened at 8 a.m., and I wanted to be there early. When I arrived, there were many people. I went to the entrance and took a ticket. My number was 39. I sat down and started to wait. I looked around. Some people looked tired. Some people looked happy. A little boy was crying next to his mother. It was very busy. I waited and waited. After 20 minutes, a man said, "Number 39, please." I stood up quickly and walked to the desk. A young woman smiled and said, "Hello, how can I help you today?" I said, "Hi, I lost my ID. I want to get a new one, please." She nodded and said, "No problem. Please take this form and fill it." I sat down at a table and started to fill the form. It asked for my name, date of birth, phone number, and my father's name. I wrote everything slowly and carefully. When I finished, I gave the form back to the young woman. She smiled and said, "Thank you. Now I need your signature here." I took the pen and signed my name. Then she said, "Do you have any other documents with you, like your family card or passport?" I said, "Yes, I have my family card." She made a copy of it and stapled it to my form. Then she looked at the computer and said, I see a small mistake in your old ID data. Your name is written wrong." "Oh no," I said. "Don't worry," she said. "We can correct it, but I need to call the manager." After a few minutes, a man came. He was wearing a suit and had glasses. He said, "Hello, I am the manager. We will fix the problem now." He typed something in the computer and smiled. "It is done," he said. "Now go to room 3 for your photo." I went to room 3. A man said, "Sit here. Look at the camera." I looked, and he took the photo. Then he said, "Put your finger here." There was a small machine. I put my finger on it for the fingerprint. After that, he said, "Thank you. Now you can go back to the first desk." I walked back, and the young woman said, "Everything is good now. The process is complete. Your new ID will be ready in 3 days. You can come back then." I smiled and said, Thank you so much. She said, You're welcome. The system will send you a message when the ID is ready. I walked out of the office feeling happy and relaxed. I was ready to go back in 3 days. 3 days later, I received a message on my phone. The message said, Your new ID card is ready. Please come to the office to receive it. I was happy. I went to the Civil Affairs office early in the morning. There were many people inside again. I took a number and sat down to wait. My number was 207. The screen showed 198. After about 20 minutes, I heard my number. I walked to the desk. The same young woman from before smiled and said, Welcome back. Please give me your old ID. I said, I don't have it. I lost it, remember? She laughed and said, Yes, I remember. Sorry. Then she asked, Do you have the paper I gave you? Yes, I said, and gave her the paper. She checked the computer system, then opened a drawer. She took out a small white envelope. Inside it was my new ID card. She said, Please check the information. I looked at the card. My name was correct. My birthday was correct. The photo was new and clear. Perfect, I said. She gave me a pen and said, Please sign here to show that you received your card. I signed the form. Then she said, That's all. Your new ID is now active. Keep it safe. I said, Thank you very much. She smiled. Have a nice day. I left the office holding my new card. I was proud. No more problems with my name or picture. Everything was good now. After getting my new ID card, I remembered something important. I needed to go to the bank to update my information. Last time, they didn't let me open a new account because my old ID was lost. So I walked to the bank near my house. It was a small building with many chairs inside. I gave my card to the security man. He said, Welcome. Please take a number and wait. I took the number and sat down. The screen said 52. My number was 58. I waited and waited. Finally, a man said, Number 58. I walked to his desk. Hello, I said. I need to open an account. I just got a new ID. Okay, he said. Can I see your card? I gave him my card. He typed on his computer and looked at the screen. Oh, he said. Your name is spelled differently than before. Are you sure this is correct? I said, Yes, I fixed it at the Civil Affairs office. They made a mistake before. This is the correct name. He nodded and continued typing. I need you to fill this form, he said, and gave me a paper with many questions. I wrote my name, address, phone number, and job. I signed at the bottom and gave it back to him. He checked it and smiled. Great! Your account is now active. You can use our system online to check your balance, send money, and more. Thank you, I said. I felt happy. Everything was working now. He gave me a card for online access. This is your bank number and password. Don't lose it. I laughed and said, "Don't worry, I won't lose anything again." He laughed too. "Good. Have a great day." I walked out of the bank. The sun was shining and I felt proud. I fixed my ID, updated my bank info, and now everything was correct in the system. My next step? Maybe apply for a passport. But this time, I will be careful with all my documents. After everything was done, getting a new ID, fixing my name, and updating my bank account, I sat in a small coffee shop near the office. I ordered a coffee and started thinking about what happened this week. I remembered how I lost my wallet. I remembered the stress, the long lines, and the documents I had to collect. But now it was over. I had a new identity card and all my information was correct in the system. I thought, maybe I should tell my friends to check their IDs too. What if their names are also wrong? So I opened my phone and sent a message in our WhatsApp group. One of my friends replied, "Thanks, Adam. I didn't know I could fix mistakes. I thought I needed a lawyer or something." I laughed. People really didn't know how simple it was. The office was organized, the staff was kind, and the process was not hard if you brought all the papers. Then I remembered one more thing. I needed to link my new ID with some apps like Absher and Tawakkalna. I opened my phone and updated the number on the apps. Everything was fine. Now my name, my number, and my bank account were all correct. I felt safe. Before I went home, I told myself, from now on, I will keep my wallet in a safe pocket, and I will always take a photo of my documents just in case. Losing my ID was not fun, but I learned something important. It's okay to make mistakes. The important thing is to fix them quickly and learn from them. Now I was ready for anything, whether it's a new job, travel, or taking an English course for the IELTS exam. I knew that my documents were ready. I smiled, finished my coffee, and walked home, with my new ID in my front pocket.